Okay, here we are at Last Stop Variety. We're going to try not to have any tears through this interview. Because there's something going on at this East Gloucester institution. Some big time news that's coming up. But Lauren assures me that there's going to be a continuation. But Lauren, you're the owner of Last Stop Variety. For how long?
12 and a half years.
12 and a half years you have given to the community a special gift of your homemade foods and your coffee and sense of community here, your poster board outside where everybody kind of goes to find out what's going on around town. And why don't you tell me why don't you explain what's happening here?
Well, after 12 and a half years, we've decided that we don't have enough time to do anything else but Last Stop, which has been great, and we love it, and we're really going to miss it, but we just want to do other things, and so we tried to take as best care of it as we could for the time that we were here, and we think after having a lot of people come and look at the place that we found the right match to kind of keep what it is all about and make it the same, even better, and I think you're going to like the new folks. So.
When you came to Last Stop, did you change many things?
A few things. We added a few different sandwiches. We tried to make food more the focus as opposed to it being a variety store. So we kept a lot of the grocery products and things like that, but we moved them up higher and out of the center of the room, but we just really wanted it to be more about the food, and the soups were the most important to me, so I kind of really grew the soup business and brought a lot of recipes that my grandmother had showed me and tried new things. And so that's kind of been, I think that will probably be what most people will remember my time here for.
Well, your sandwiches too.
Yeah, well, the sandwiches were always great, you know, we just kind of did a couple different things, and you know.
You had a, so why don't we touch upon what the community has meant to you, and what some of the things that you're going to miss most when you leave the
Well, it's funny because when I first moved to Gloucester over 20 years ago, this was one of my first jobs. I got a job in this little shop, and I just worked the counter a couple nights a week, and I lived on Rocky Neck, so it was very convenient, and I ate here all the time. And then many years later, my husband and I decided we wanted to find a business of our own, and it just happened to come on the market, and I was like, perfect. I already know the place inside and out, and I already knew a lot about the neighborhood. I knew most of the people, so it just seemed like it was the perfect fit. And I love East Gloucester, and I love what this little shop represents. And it's not just about the food. It's about where people come to meet, where people meet new people, where people can talk about so many different things, and it's their hangout. It's just, I don't know, it just brings people together, and that's one of the most important things, and that's the thing I'm going to miss most. I'm going to miss the people. I'm going to miss, I feel like, you know, it's like owning a great piece of art or something. You know, you can't have it forever, but you just do the best you can while you have it, and then you hope the next person's going to run with it and make it, you know, the next level up, you know. So I just have the most hope, and I think the new folks are going to do a great job. So I think everybody should come and support that.
I'm sure people will. You know, I'm sure they will. What are some of the people? You've had a lot of people work here throughout the years.
Yeah.
A dear friend of a lot of the community, Jean Roberts, passed recently.
That was really sad.
That was very sad. How long did Jean work here?
Well, when I first moved to Gloucester and worked here, she actually trained me on how to run the register and work up front, and we instantly got along very well. We both worked really, really hard, so I always admired how hard she worked. So we just were good friends, and then she left for a while. Well, many years later when Ted and I bought the shop, she was working at Cirque, and they were just beginning to close down, so she was going to have to find a new job anyway, so Ted and I thought, perfect opportunity. So we had a meeting with her, and we asked her to come and work here, and she did. And we were really lucky and glad for that.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
And we've had so many, I mean, another favorite part for me, I think, is all the kids that have come and gone.
Summer jobs for a lot of people.
So many neighborhood kids, and we see them when they're 14 and they're this big, and then I have kids that have gotten married, have gone to their weddings, you know, it's like, it's crazy. I always feel like this is a really safe first job for them, and I think the parents, because they always come back with their other kid, like, please, can you hire this
Right,
one too?
yeah.
And I always try to treat them with respect, and I know it's hard because a lot of them are learning things for the first time, but I feel like that's kind of one of the things I give people.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my Lord. So what are some of your plans now when you have more free time?
Well, I studied theater in New York for a long time, and that's my passion. And since we've had the shop, I've done very little of it, so I'm really looking forward to getting back on stage and doing that, and then taking a little time off, finishing painting my house, sewing some curtains, and then find a job that gives me days off.
Ah, there you go, right?
And holidays.
I can sympathize. If
Exactly.
anybody can sympathize with you, I can sympathize with you.
I know,
Yeah.
so that's exciting.
So the new owners, when will they be taking over?
We close on Monday the 20th, so actually Ted and I will open the shop that day, and at 3 o'clock we'll shut down, and then the new owners will open up on Tuesday morning, regular hours. So.
Wow. So anybody that wants to come down and say their goodbyes,
Yeah, come say hello.
they ought to come by the next
Yeah.
couple of days here.
And meet the new people, because you're going to love them.
Yep.
And yeah, and it's been great. And thank everybody so much, because we couldn't do this without the community and all the people that support us, like you, and just everybody that's here every day. And we are going to miss you all so much. But like I keep saying, I'm going to just ride my motorcycle over. I'm going to sit out front, drink some coffee, and hang out on that side.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well,
Now you're making me cry.
No, no. Well, we're not gonna press it on you.
Okay.
But we are so happy and we're so thankful for all the years of dedication and keeping this place what it is. And when you went to, I know that I remember you telling me that a lot of people have been coming through, but you're telling me that you were going to make sure that the people that came in were going to continue the spirit of this place. So thank you for that also. We love you, and the community loves you, and you're never going to be forgotten. You're part of East Gloucester for forever and ever and ever. East Gloucester lore. They should put a plaque out front. They really are.
Great.
Well, thank you, Lauren.
Thank you.